What's up, everybody? It's Lids, and we're back for some more Witcher 2. And last time, we saw Prince Dennis more or less dig his grave, let's be honest. And now we are off trying to find the symbols of death and other grim things from the war. And what is this? That looks like potentially a ledge that we can climb up or down at some point. Maybe. Possibly. Maybe not. And we ran into some Kedweni soldiers at the end of the last episode, so we've certainly been hearing about them. It's actually not what I wanted to go for. I wanted to go for this and see just how close are we to... Oh, we are, like, right on top of the thing that we're looking for. Oh, Neckers. Hello. Whoa, there are a lot of you. Oh my god. Whoa. That's way more Neckers than we've ever seen. Trying to think of strategies here. Thrown explosives? Question mark? How do we get rid of that many that quickly? We are probably walking straight into a death trap right now. We know they're here. This is theoretically where we're supposed to go. Circle of strength, sure, but that well, this is grim. Okay, let's just ignore the Neckers for the time being, apparently. Expect more combat music. This is so nerve-wracking. I'm so on edge. What is trying to fight us right now? Whew. Okay, hold on. Deep breath. Let's see. I'm assuming we're gonna run into wraiths and things of that sort here. Unlikely to be Neckers. This looks like something we could probably break through. Yeah, I would think. Do I actually see enemies right now? Not at the moment. Let's give this a shot. Yup. Hope there wasn't anyone on the other side of that. Oh! Okay. Ow.
Monsters.
Unclear to me if it was actually lighting the light that made it so that these guys showed up. That might be the case, quite frankly. I was wondering, in the previous location, if that might have been something. Ow. Really? I just turned that on, dude. That might have been a thing in the mine when we were wondering, do we stealth? Do we not stealth? You guys are doing a lot of damage right now, not gonna lie. One wraith down. I do still have Quen up. You are quick as well. Ideally, I would like to not back up all the way into another attack from someone else. Yeah, we are toast right now. Probably, maybe, sort of, kind of. Oh, we have precisely 0 HP right now. Let's get one of those on. That seems pretty significant. I'd really appreciate if you guys would take damage. And then he disappeared. Possibly. Maybe. They're probably coming back. What the heck? So, 1 minute here. While we're technically out of battle, let's take a second to regenerate some HP. And maybe reassess, because apparently we take a whole bunch of damage from those guys, which I suppose shouldn't be terribly surprising, but I mean, they weren't special wraiths, they were just normal wraiths. We have fought those guys before. I don't know if I was just being a little too aggressive and maybe getting a few more hits against us than we ought to have. Now the HP is really kicking up. Okay. And so that looked like that was just a little side area. Not even sure if there's anything in there. And yet there were certainly wraiths. Basically what I'm getting at, is there any reason why we need to go through that door? Or can we just pass it up? I mean, I will investigate further once we actually have some HP, because... Oh, we almost died. I'd assume there are probably more such wraiths, possibly in each of these little alcoves here, because we did also break through one of them when we started trying to arm our way against these guys. Now, I don't want to be hasty, but then again, like, are we good enough now? Quite possibly. Surely this is enough HP that we could still last in a fight against them, right? Right! We'd be fine. We'd be fine. Let's, you know, maybe preemptively throw Quen on, though. Just in case they do show back up. Because they did. We have 3. We do have 3 again. Even though we fought 1 and killed 1 earlier. And there goes our Quen. I at least didn't immediately see anything there to suggest that we need to be fighting these guys, but what do I know? Very little, as time has told us. And we did see retreating far enough, it seems to make these guys disappear. Okay, 1 down. I would really like to just fend you off fully. Did lose Quen. Throw that back on. Okay, I got a little greedy there. Okay, 2 down. Lost Quen again. Ooh, almost terrible timing there. I think you did technically hit me there. Ah, you definitely did there. Well, that was not really what I meant to do with the Quen. Do have it back. Not so fast, buddy. Okay. Theoretically, that's all the wraiths in that room, but I mean, that's like one of probably many, many rooms. So that does concern me a little bit. So we're Quen on again? I assume that now, having gotten rid of those guys, that we're safe in here? Maybe not. Again, it did seem like maybe it was a coincidence, but at least initially they showed up when we first turned that light on. But what was that? I saw that. Something here. There is something here. Uncover corpse. Oh, fantastic. Oh, yeah, I mean, I suppose uncovering corpses is probably something that might attract wraiths. That doesn't seem terribly surprising. For whatever reason, though, you seem much easier to fight than the other one. Ones, plural. So do we do that for every single corpse here? Because, there's gonna be a lot of those. Yes, apparently. Okay, but now... Oh, come on. Ah, really? I knew you were coming. Okay. As I said, though, definitely far simpler to fight than the other wraiths, for some reason. They're the wraiths that have the red hoods, and the wraiths that do not. The red hood wraiths seem to be more difficult. Ones we were fighting initially, I think, were those red hood wraiths. These ones that are showing up when we uncover the corpses are not. Alright, so this time I'm not gonna get clever. I'm gonna back up deliberately, wait for you to show up. Then I'm gonna fight you. Beat you to the punch, ideally. Ow. We did get hit once, but better than our second wraith fight. Wire rope, amethyst dust. I don't actually know. Do we really need to be uncovering all these corpses? It's not like we're getting a whole lot of good stuff, good loot out of them. But we are kind of, sort of looking to dispel the ghosts in this area, so I suppose that is kind of the whole point of this, in a way, although I think ultimately the objective is to find the actual source of all this. Hatred, I think, is the one that this is technically going for. But there was something else over here. Yep. Oh, turning that off. No, I can stay. That's fine. Get an essence of death for this one too. That's okay. We probably have enough essences of death at this point. So yes, I suspect that we will have several rounds of that stuff, more or less. Do I have to be checking every single location for those little alcoves? Possibly. Ooh. That looks significant. Yeah, that appears to be a way down. Let's try this first. Again, I don't actually know. Do we have to try to... Ooh. Oh. Okay, or maybe there's nothing here. Do we actually need to mess with all those corpses? This power? Circle of Endurance. Sounds good to me. We could certainly use that. There's a lot of signs right about now. Okay. This looks very similar. We're like just didn't place power here. This looks very similar to the one we were in earlier. So these are probably gonna be Red Hood wraiths. Yep, at least one of them is. So let's put on Quen. These guys are seemingly significantly tougher. They recover much more quickly after you hit them, so you can't combo them nearly as easily as we were comboing the non-Red Hood wraiths. Hey, enough of that. You'll see this one here does not have a Red Hood. I'd like to finish off the one with the Red Hood that we've dealt a significant amount of damage to. However, it does not seem to want to prioritize us at the moment. Maybe now that's about to change. Ow, they did get hit there. Or maybe not? No, I think we should. Okay, there we go. Finish you off. Ooh. Okay, bad combo there, but we did get you. Be mindful of not turning our back to that because we did fight several when we entered the first room, and we only fought 2 here, so I wouldn't be terribly surprised if we had another one come out immediately. Yep. Okay, not Red Hood. Not as concerned about you. Does, ow, theoretically change the strategy a little bit. There is also another alcove here. I did not expect that. I was expecting the downstairs area that looked a little ominous to be the primary location in which we were, or direction in which we were going to go. Okay, so we do have more of these to uncover. There might be wraiths that show up when we do this. Didn't really establish whether or not that was certainly the case. It doesn't seem as though it is. We'll do this. We expect more wraiths. At least a wraith.
I'll go take that.
Ow. Ow. Whoa. White hooded variety. Okay. Absolutely demolish me while you're at it. I think we take back everything I said about you being easier than your Patriots. I mean, these we can basically just spam attacks. Eventually they'll go down. Red Hood ones, they'll dodge. And what have you. Making it so that we can't really do that. Okay, now we could take a minute here to regenerate some life, because we took a surprising amount of damage from that one. And it did a pretty nasty combo against us. But theoretically, at least, should be doing okay against these guys. What? No Wraith? Huh? Weather enhancement? Okay, sure. I'm a little surprised why there is not a Wraith. I'm expecting one here. Still, probably, maybe. There we go. Okay, and again, I think the problem was last time I tried to rush into that preemptively, tried to swing my sword at the Wraith, didn't hit, and then the Wraith was allowed to get in a quick combo because of that. So, should be more patient. Wild Hunt Investigator's Notes? That sounds significant. Let's read that. Notes of a Hunt Researcher. Spent all my life researching the Wild Hunt, and without false modesty, I can say I read everything that exists on the subject. Furthermore, I saw the Wraith gallopade with my own eyes 3 times. Okay. I managed to perform quick measurements on the 2nd and 3rd sighting, and I acutely examined the observational material in detail. Based on my knowledge and experience, I came to a crushing conclusion. I'm certain that there is a terrifying alien force behind the hunt. A mind completely mad, yet still a mind, not pure chaos. I firmly note that the Wraith Raiders are someone's or something's emissaries, and their deeds are governed by a plan. Okay. Don't totally know what to make of that. I was also, as I was saying before, suspecting that the little side area, that we saw that went down was actually, or I guess not the side area, but I was expecting that the place through there was the primary direction, and then I saw this little route and made me curious. Wraiths? Question mark? No wraiths? Okay. Something else on the ground here. Maybe that was just asking us if we wanted to use the light again. I would highly suspect that there's going to be enemies in here. Right through that, it would seem. Oh, more corpses. Lovely. Just truly lovely. And this room looks a little different. So I was definitely expecting wraiths to show up, and if anything, more powerful wraiths. We don't have anything for us to loot. We're gonna still expect wraiths. Don't let that catch you off guard. Yeah. It seems like there's a high probability, not 100% probability of them showing up after you take out those guys. Oh, you dodged me there. I don't appreciate that. There we go. Want to go roughly in order here so that we don't miss any on the assumption that we may need to be sure to uncover all of these. I don't actually know if we need to, though. Ow. Let's fight back. I don't appreciate that. There we go. Amethyst dust rather than death essence or essence of death. You know what I mean. Let's maybe proactively throw on a Quen once we've regenerated a little more HP. We are taking a little bit of hits here. Oh, and I guess save while we're at it because I accidentally pressed the wrong button. I meant to do this. Great. Yep. Alright, come over here. Did you get in a hit? Yes, we did have Quen up. Unfortunately, should mean... Ow. At least the first hit didn't do any damage. Item collected. Diagram of the Harpy Trap. What? How'd we get that? From the Wraith? I mean, Harpy Trap does sound convenient, because we definitely started to run into a fair share of those. Okay, I'm gonna throw the Quen on. And we'll do this. I think we looted the other one. No Wraith that time. It seems like, well, I don't know if I could put a number on when we do and do not seem to run into the Wraiths. I would expect one to show up here. No? That's surprising. Okay. Are there any here? Oh, that's just light. Or here? This one is, yes. Corpse stone cover, and no Wraith. So we'll get the amazing twine loot. Oh, one more. Wraith. Yes. Hello. How are you? What are you doing? Don't hit me. Also, don't dodge me, please. Okay. It seems like that was every one of the corpses that we could uncover in here. Wraith Trophy. Okay. Sounds good. That was just a light. Making sure we got everything here. We got that. We got that. We got that. Got you. Got you. Got you. That was just the light that it was asking us if we wanted to use. Got you. And lastly, got you. Oh. Forgot to search this guy then. I think. Oh, I may have just done it from very far away. Okay. So I don't, again, really know what to make of all this. Yeah. This does seem like either an alternate route, or, I don't know. I feel like we ought to check back at this other path that we were initially thinking might have been the way to go. Otherwise, we might just outright miss it. I feel like we might end up walking into a locked door and realizing that we have to find some other way in, and that would have led us in this direction, which is kind of, you know, did things out of order a little bit. And while we're at it, let's place power here. I would like to take it back. Apparently, it won't let me. I don't remember if there's a rule like that. Is it right here? No, I don't know. Where immediately after taking a place of power, you can't go back and take the same one. Okay. Yep, I was gonna say, certainly looks familiar. Just a white-haired wraith, but I would expect, yep, given the pattern we've seen thus far, every time we walk into one of these major rooms, we have a chance of getting, we are likely to get, both a white wraith and at least some red wraiths. Okay, well, I mean, we have the higher ground, so this should be over. Just try not to get too greedy. Nope, and then immediately upon saying that, I got greedy. Come on, come at me. Come and get it. Enough of your sword shaking. You're down. You're down. Could still be one or two more in here as we step in further, but it's probably unlikely. I'll, throw another Quen on just in case. Let's just around a little bit. Yep. Oh, and a red hooded one as well. Somehow, despite you very clearly hitting us, we did not lose Quen there initially. We did now. I actually don't think we took damage. It does look like this will ultimately connect with the other location that we were likely to head into if we were to have gone down the other route. I think... Again, I keep on... Okay. Always open the menu when I mean to open up the page where we get to use our signs, which, I mean, we don't actually need to do that. We can just press the sign button. No wraith there. My guess would be that we're going to get a wraith here. We did get one or two occasions in the previous room where we got 2 corpses in a row without any wraiths, but I think that's going to be the exception and not the rule. Please stop dodging back and forth like that. You're making me nauseous. This is not a merry-go-round. Silver ore. Okay. A little more valuable. Usually there's another light down here as well. But there's not actually that many corpses in here. None there. There's a light that's already active. In fact, that might have been all of them. Got that one. Yeah. So I think this is probably where we would have ended up had we gone down the second route that we saw. through this staircase. Yep, which going through that staircase was apparently the way we were gonna get these guys to spawn. Red Wraith is the one leading the way. Are the most powerful of this group. There's at least 3. There might actually be a 4th hiding down there.
Wonder how many more it took.
That's what I'm wondering. I'm with you, Geralt. Oh, okay. Oh, didn't need to do that. Unfortunately, now the one leading the way is no longer the one with the lowest HP. It's going to make it a little harder to thin the herd here. And that was clearly aimed at no one. Really wish we weren't all standing directly on top of each other, where I cannot really afford to stick around to fight for very long. Because we stun one of you, the other one's gonna jump in with a quick sword swing. Did manage to take out one that I was not actually aiming for. Ew. That was a little bit lucky. Don't get greedy. Now, finish that one off. Okay, just one left. Oh, I tried to go in for the big hit. It did not work. Lost Quinn. Let's throw that back on. Come on, get it. There we go. It seems like these guys may not be giving us any experience, because we've been very, very close to leveling up for quite some time here. I would have thought that certainly fighting this many enemies would have put us over the edge. But apparently not. This seems like we're getting toward more significant people getting buried here. What with the fancy stuff above their heads. Wraith? Yep. Which may mean more difficult wraiths, or maybe more the normal rates. But really, we must be getting close at this point. I suspect that on this other side of this breakable wall, we will find what we're looking for. Certainly seems like that based on where the quest indicator is. Now this, it's like armor, but actually not something to uncover. This one, however, is something to uncover and does have the fancy stuff over its resting place. Except nothing else. Okay, let's save here. I suspect this will be the final room based on that. Huh. What is that door, actually? Oh, that's where we came in. Duh. Okay. Let's... yeah, we'll break through with Ard. Then we'll throw on the Quinn. I assume that we will be fighting enemies basically immediately upon entering in this room. So bring it on.
Who are you?
Oh!
And what
It might be the Wild Hunt. No.
Geralt of Rivia.
It's not the Wild Hunt, it's just a
I seek the
think.
standard of the Dun Banner. Who are you?
Eckhart Hennessy, ensign and color bearer of the Dun Banner, the best force to issue from the land of Kedwin.
Did we serve the banner? What? I actually don't know if that's true. Till you will be easiest? Oh my god. Is this a lie? I actually don't remember.
You may not remember me, but I remember you.
Where from?
I served in the Dun Banner.
Liar.
I fought beneath its standard at Brenna and at Fergen.
I think we're speaking on behalf of the dwarf that we were talking to
shoulder
earlier.
shoulder against the Black Ones. The Redanians led by De Ruyter on the right, the Talus leading to Meria on the left. A splendid sight, was it not?
You got it wrong? What? This is a weird conversation. I think we are lying right now. And trying to say that this other guy got it wrong when we're making up this story right now is something that seems like that might not be the best idea. But maybe we can, you know, pander to him a little bit.
You're right. Strength in unity.
lie. You are not of the Dark Banner,
okay.
and you must die.
Yep, that was a test. Hello, very large knight dude. Kill the Wraith or deceive it? Well, sorry. I failed at succeeding, or at deceiving it.
Come on!
What's the matter? You don't want to come out here? Okay. Okay. I mean, could we cheese this fight? Quite possibly. Definitely, quite possibly. Don't mind me. I don't think that one went far enough. One moment. We'll actually fight him eventually. We'll just, you know, get a nice advantage to start off, maybe, possibly. Apparently he did not get hit at all by that move, though. He was not having it. He does not like the fire. That much is for certain. And same strategy we used with Letho seems to be working for you, and that is pepper you with the signs until you cannot take any more. We can just, oh my god, we can just hammer away at you. You will not recover quickly enough from all these to actually react. So, yeah, that is nice to be able to do this. So, no cheesing necessary, unless, of course, you call this cheesing, in which case, you know, I can't say I disagree with you, but it's a little... I mean, it works. So, sorry, dude. But you were actually kind of a pushover, despite looking like some fancy schmancy enemy. Turns out, no big deal. Now, I'm probably going to, after having said that, try uncovering these corpses, have some wraiths spawn, and then die to these normal wraiths. Because that would just be the way that I would do things. Classic me. Maybe there aren't any, though. I don't know, maybe in this last room it's not a thing. Maybe it is a thing, it is a thing. Still a thing. Normal rate?
How many more?
Normal rate. Well, this might be the last one. Could be. Certainly could be. Oh, another Wraith trophy. So there's the standard. Yes, I do see that. Mostly wondering, though, if we can do even more of this, and again, as for whether there's any real significance to it, I don't know. But I think this is the last one. So if there is any significance, then we should be finding out very soon. I think. Maybe. Probably not. But either way, we now have additional twine, so I mean, jokes on them. Okay. So, no idea if, like, every single wraith in this catacomb is going to suddenly rise up against us as soon as we pick up this banner. That could certainly be a thing, but here goes nothing. Okay. Not so bad, right? Surely we can just stroll on out of here. Is the red indicator here somewhere? It does make me a little nervous, but we'll head on out. And apparently we have the banner. A lot of wraiths we had to go through to get it. Okay. There probably would have been a shortcut. Hold on. Let's save just in case. All we have to do is go down here and take a left here, and this will be a bit of a shortcut. Go up this way. And I assume, yeah, we're bringing this back to Phillipa. As for what she will actually do with that, who knows, because it seems as though we're giving her all these powerful things, And then she's not once turned around and actually given us anything of value out of them. She said, oh yeah, you know, I can totally do these really potent spells with all this new stuff that you're giving me, but then proceeds to not do that. So, I don't know. I think the question marks as to whether or not Phillipa is truly someone that we ought to be giving all these things is maybe still something that we should be bearing in mind. But anyways, I think this is a good place for us to wrap up on this video. We did successfully get the banner, so we have, I suppose, Phillipa to return to next, and we'll see if we can get the other sign of the previous battle as well. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.